In this video, we're going to learn how to recreate our own version of Richard Hamilton's image. Just what is it that makes today's homes so different, so appealing? This image is a really important collage because it was the first work of pop art that became iconic. It was created in 1956 and was the poster for an exhibition, but this poster became the most successful part of the exhibition. Pretty much all of the images put together in this piece are from American magazines, including the title, which was originally from an advert. Subsequently, Hamilton reworked the composition into more pop art collages. Here's a 1992 version with a female bodybuilder. The original intention was to visually reflect on contemporary culture, and because it was such a good idea, there were lots of copycats, lots of people wanting to do the same thing as Hamilton, lots of homages to what he had done. And here are a few examples. On this one, we've got Facebook on the wall as a picture, a widescreen TV, the Twitter bird on the windowsill, and a big family sitting in front of that television with a little iPad on the ground, and a laptop there as well. This looks like it's been cut out of the Argos catalogue. We've got lots of price tags around. On this one, we've got massive legs on a running machine, a ginormous telephone being held by a small person, then these slogans, spend it, I phone, therefore I am. And in the background, you can see beyond the window an African child holding out his hand. This seems to be a smaller apartment with a man with a mustache. This one looks particularly futuristic, with a little robot in the foreground. It's very silver. Then we've got Lady Gaga in the background, and Shepard Fairey's Barack Obama Hope poster in the middle. This one has a particularly synthetic feel to it, with fake trees around. It looks like something from The Sims. This one has the Mac's default desktop picture through the windows. This one has lots of references to films and also an escalator. A Barbara Kruger poster on the wall there. Christina Aguilera and more Shepard Fairey. The Beckhams in their retro-looking house. Two supermodels. Spam. The Earth. MacBook Pro. Shrek. Let's start the task. Richard Hamilton's image is set in an interior, so I'm going to go on Google Images and find an interior. Make sure the image is large once you find one that's appropriate, and drag it full size onto the desktop. Next, I'm going to find an image of the moon, because in Hamilton's piece, the ceiling is the moon. Through the window in his piece, you can see a theatre, and so I'm choosing a theatre in central London, and it's advertising Book of Mormon. There's a sports car logo on Hamilton's lamp, so I'm going to choose the BMW logo for my lamp. There's a romance film poster on his wall, so I'm going to choose a horror film poster, The Purge. I'll collect a bowl of fruit and a Rembrandt painting. I'll take some white noise and the school staircase. Since Hamilton has a Hoover, I'm going to have a Hoover too. Campbell's soup, stereo, man pouting, taking a selfie, and what is known by our society as the career woman. I've got all the images that I need now. They're all stored on the desktop, and so I can open them in Photoshop. I'm using the interior as a base to put all the other items onto. I'm getting rid of the ceiling by selecting it using the polygon lasso and then clearing it. I find the moon on a different tab. I select it all and cut it out. I then paste it into the interior and put it underneath, so you can see it on the ceiling. Now I'm finding the image of the theatre, I'm cutting it out, pasting it back into the image, edit free transform tool to make it smaller, and then put it at the side of the image. Now I'm cutting out the windows, so you can see through to the theatre. Again, I'm using the polygon lasso to select the area and then clear it. I'm using the clone stamp to get rid of the moon in the windows. I'm selecting the BMW logo in the shape of a lamp, so I can cut it and paste it as lamps in my picture. I cut the Purge poster and paste it in the back of my image. I then can use the Edit Free Transform tool to change its orientation. I use the polygon lasso to cut out the Campbell's soup can and then paste it on the coffee table in my room. Next, it's the careful selecting of the Rembrandt painting around that elegant frame, cutting it out and pasting it at the back again, just like the Purge poster. Selecting the fruit, cutting it, pasting it on top of the interior, then edit free transform to make it smaller and sit on that coffee table with the Campbell soup. Now I'm replacing the carpet with white noise. So I cut the white noise, I then paste it onto the interior, and then put it underneath. I then use a polygon lasso to clear the carpet already there, and underneath you can see the white noise appears. And I use the clone stamp to extend the white noise so it covers the moon. The school stairs are on the wrong side, so I flip them horizontally so they fit into my picture. Next is the stereo system. Again, selected, cut, pasted into the image, and edit free transform to change it to the correct size. Then the same with the vacuum cleaner, cut, paste, and resize. The man and the woman are the most complex shapes to cut out using the polygon lasso, so I'm going to whiz over this process and then paste them in and orientate them how I want them, and that is pretty much it. And the final step is to file, save as, and then change the format to JPEG, and then you want to make the file as large as possible. And that's just one way of recreating our own version of Richard Hamilton's Just What Is It that makes today's homes so different, so appealing.